Good morning. The river is looking angrier and angrier by the minute. I'll show it to you in more detail in a moment there. But I made a mistake in the video yesterday and I have to correct it. So in the video yesterday in Kakamas, I was showing where landowners and farmers were guarding the levees, and the situation there is still quite on the border. It might break through, it might not, and we'll get to that. First, the correction I need to make is the sluice gates there, I said were built by the water board, and that was incorrect, and that was my mistake, so I want to correct it here. The sluice gates there were designed and built by the Department of Water and Sanitation, not the water board. And the water board, let me use the correct name. So the Kakamas Waterverbruikersvereniging did not design and build, and it was not from their budget that the sluice gates were built, but they are responsible for monitoring the flood situation. Just to get that correction out there, I want the speed of the water. There is a stump flowing downstream there that gives you a nice indication, but you can also see it here. And I'll do a drone flight later to measure the actual speed over some distance. And what you can see, you can hear the water running here. It's raising up. So this is an old pump station, and this hole is just starting to fill up now. So the water level is still rising. The water level there on the dam, and I'll go closer, is just above 7.0 meters now, about 7.05 roughly. I'm still expecting it to rise to about 7.2, 7.25, maybe even a little bit more than that. So the situation at Kakamas is that if that levee does not hold up, it'll probably close down the N14 like we've mentioned there, but we'll have to see about that. So it now comes a part where the peak is passed by Priska. Priska has started to drop, but that peak flow is now around Uppington, and from Uppington to Kakamas, the question is how much it will rise. All the indications that I've seen were that there is about another 100 millimeter rise from there was 100 millimeter rise from Saturday till Sunday and 100 millimeters from Sunday until Monday. The thing is, the measurements that we've seen at Priska has gone up, had a slight dip, and then gone up again, which means that to say that it's rising might not be that accurate, because are you measuring it from the dip to the next rise, or are you measuring it as a rise? And the river is not the same everywhere, so it doesn't correlate exactly, but it should give a good indication. Let's see here, it's starting to run over. The river pulses like that. It won't take too much to fill it up, so it's just a coincidence that I'm here now while it's filling up. But it runs in and then it stops running in. See it dropping down there. So that is a good indication that the river level is still rising. I want to do a quick look at the levee here, our own levees, because we are also reaching a point where we can't be relaxed about the levees. So I'm driving along the levee. We did strengthen it in 2022 again, I think was the last time we did some work on it. We addressed the weak points, and I'll show you in a moment. The camera's not going to catch it now, but I'm going to show you in a moment here where the water is lying. The water is right there. Let's see if it is there. Right, we're driving on top of the levee now. You can see here, and see the water through the trees. Water is just there. See at the pump station itself. So the levee was originally built from a very soft salty soil. Basically whatever was deposited by the river was pushed up to make the levee, and then after in 2016 we did some work, and then again in 2022, 23 we did more work just to strengthen it. It was always high enough. It's just a case of strengthening it to the point that it won't wash away. You can see here how it washed away the salty soil, the soft soil, but the gravel remains. This ramp down was made with gravel. See the levee there versus the trees. I have one more spot that I want to check, and that's where the stormwater has to exit from behind the levee to the river. The water is just here, just between the trees, you can see it. Alright, so here at the bottom end of the field, so you can see the water in here. That is the road to Levee. See the water flowing down there, washing away the road there. Let me show you. Running at speed. And this is the levee at the bottom. So this canal here is to bring stormwater, that if you have heavy rains, the water running from the mountain, you want to allow it to go out to the river. But then when the river is pushing up, we need to keep the water out of the trees, so we close it up. And I'll see you with an update on the next one. We are waiting anxiously to hear whether the levees are going to hold up. See you on the next one. Cheers.